Thank you guys for being here. UAB plays its final home game of the season this weekend against North Texas for Senior Day. We'll be honoring 21 seniors and our military. So with that, I'll turn it over to Coach Vincent. Following that, we have Grayson Cash and Tajon Palmer.
Tough loss Saturday night in Protective Stadium against a really good UTSA football team, defending league champs, currently undefeated in the conference. Really proud of this football team's effort, toughness, grit. Never gave in, fought to the very end, down at halftime, able to take the lead in the third quarter and battle back to being down, 14 with a little over 4 minutes to go, to have a quick drive to score it up. Defense got a big stop. We were able to drive the length of the field with no timeouts, a little over a minute to tie it up and to send it into overtime. Had some opportunities there at the end, but couldn't say enough good things about this football team and this staff and the fight just to continue to go down to the wire and stick together. Got to turn the page. Got a really good North Texas team coming in. North Texas team that really led UTSA a couple weeks ago, the entire game. UTSA drove the length of the field with about 1:15 minutes and scored with 15 seconds left to win the football game. Leading the league in a lot of categories in Conference USA. An explosive offense, solid defense. A team that's, if the season ended right now, UTSA and North Texas would play in the league championship. So we got 21 seniors that mean a lot to this program. It'll be their last home game at Protective Stadium. A lot of guys that have done a lot for this program, been a part of a lot of big wins. Really can't say enough about this senior class.
Questions? Can you just expand on a little bit? You talk about how this team doesn't quit, but there were several times during that game the other day where they could have. And can you expand just kind of what the makeup of this team, how they did?
There's just a lot of momentum swings. We got down early, 10-0. We were down 16-10 at half, and there's just no quit. This team is a very close team that has a lot of pride and tradition, a lot of things that I've continued to say, up here week after week, and their resilience, their character, their toughness, their care for each other just has continued to show week in and week out against a lot of adversity. And, in adverse moments is when leadership defines itself. And in adverse moments is when you really see the heart and the makeup and the foundation of your football team. And this team has came week after week after week and they've put it on the line for each other, and really just it's been something that I'm extremely proud of their effort and their togetherness.
North Texas is one of the more balanced teams offensively in this league. You look at their running backs; they got 5 guys with 100 yards. How much tougher is it to defend this offense with with them being able to run the ball so well in addition to passing?
No doubt. They're averaging over 500 yards a game offensively. They're extremely balanced. They're a physical running football team. They like to protect it up, max protect it up and take their shots and push it down the field, which they've been able to hit a lot this year. I think Austin, their quarterback, is an older, veteran, mature, athletic quarterback that can run and throw. I think the running backs are very physical. They're explosive. They're really good on offense. They can expose you in the running game and the passing game defensively. They're going to be based out of a quarter shell, 2-high shell. They're going to bring boundary pressure and field pressure, try to keep it mixed up on you. Phil Bennett is he's a veteran defensive coordinator that's been in college football for a long time, got a lot of respect for him and a lot of respect for Seth. So they got a really good football team. They play hard, they're physical, they're good in all 3 phases, and it's going to be a tremendous challenge on senior night.
Obviously, took a step the other night, you really played well, but it seemed like your receivers, too, had maybe their best, as a group, had their best. I don't think it was a drop. You made some big catches. Do you think that the receivers kind of took a step forward the other night too?
Without a doubt. If you want to start off with Jacob Zeno, just his progression from coming in the first quarter of the Western Kentucky game, being thrown into that game in that environment on the road to the FAU, I thought he took huge steps. And then you go to UTSA, probably the best team in our league up to this point, is his composure, his leadership, his toughness, his decision-making. I thought that was, very impressed with his performance under some tough circumstances. I thought he pulled the ball down, extended some drives with his legs. Being down, being able to come back and drive back in that situation, down 14, with a little over 4 minutes to go, just that drive to go down there and put us down 7, and then to have that 2-minute situation for him to work us down the field and then to throw a strike to Schropp in the back of the end zone just speaks highly of his growth and his development, just him as a player and a competitor. I thought our receivers, you saw multiple receivers step up, make big plays, make clutch plays in the moment to really give us an opportunity, to win the game in overtime. So I thought our receiving corps did a great job. We were physical on the perimeter blocking. We had great yards after contact. We were physical, even with the ball in our hands. So I was very proud of Jacob Zeno and our receiving corps.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's good.
Good. Thank you.
Now we'll move one of those receivers up here. Tyjon Palmer had a career high 8 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown. So with that, questions for T. Palm.
Don't know.
Just talk about that last drive in regulation. I mean, you got it started with a couple catches there, but I mean, what was the mindset going in that drive, and just kind of, your description of really how that drive went?
I mean, we always practice 2-minute situations in practice, so we just executed in the game, really, and that was it.
Obviously, we've seen you guys kind of really ramp it up these last couple of weeks, but talk about, kind of the blocking for you guys, especially with a guy like Debo running, behind y'all. Just talk about being able to kind of block on the edge and really, make it room for him to make those big runs.
I'm not going to lie, with Debo running the ball, Debo on Skull, it's really easy to block because he can make any cut to, he make you look good out there, honestly, so it's a lot of props to Debo on that. But we practice perimeter blocking every day, so we just try our best to give our running backs a chance.
What was the mindset when you got down 14 and just like Coach said, there's just no quitting this team? But kind of what was the mindset at that point when you got down 14?
I mean, we always prepare to fight no matter what the score is, so we don't worry about the scoreboard at all. We just come prepared to play ball, really. Yeah.
Obviously, you look at the losses, all one-possession games. What has, the coach staff been able to do to kind of keep you guys together? Because while things, seem like y'all could, fall off at any point, y'all continue to fight. You look at this UTS, a game league leader, took them down to the wire. Just talk about, the coach staff being able to, keep y'all up and motivated throughout the season.
Coach Vincent, he always keeps us motivated. He keeps us together, really. He makes a big impact on keeping special teams, offense and defense together, so we play as a team.
Anything else? All right. Now we'll move Grayson Cash up here for his 19th press conference of his career. Cash playing his final home game. He's been one of the 3 seniors on this team who's been here since 2017. So with that, Grayson Cash.
Hey, everybody.
What does it mean for you to have your final home game in Protective? I mean, I know that was something that probably was part of your recruiting, pitch here, but I mean, to be able to finish it in Protective, finish, at least your home career, what does that mean to you guys?
It definitely means a lot. Starting my first season in Legion and having that for the first couple seasons, it means a lot because, when the program shut down, what the city was fighting for, this is what they saw, a new stadium, new facilities and everything. So getting to play in that new stadium for the fans and for the city and seeing where this place has come since I've been here, it's something special.
Obviously, a different challenge at QB this week, but you look at just their receivers. They got 4 or 5 guys who can catch, and then you look at their tight ends. Just talk about especially number 30, Gums. He's a young guy, and he seems to kind of be their X factor on that offense in that passing game.
Yeah, no, they have a great offense. They move the ball well on just about every team in the conference. Defensively, we faced a lot of good offenses these past couple weeks. So, I mean, it's not anything too different than what we've seen, but it's another challenge. And like Coach Vincent said, they put up great numbers. they're top in the conference, so we know defensively we got a big challenge this week. So.
I do actually have a question, Grayson. What do you hope your legacy will be at UAB when you kind of think 5-6 years down the road? What do you hope people will remember about you and the teams that you were a part of here?
That's a tough question. Really, the legacy of our senior class, just everything I feel like we've been a part of and helped build here, the championships, the great seasons. I mean, even this season, I still look at it as a great season. We just didn't have the ball kind of roll our way a few times. But, yeah, just the championships and seeing kind of how the city has grown, I feel like it's been kind of part of what the football team has done, you know. So, really that, just leaving the program in better shape than when we got here, you know.
Just talking about what I asked T-Palm, you know, what does the coach staff, Coach Vincent, be able to, you know, do for y'all this week, or not this week, this season, especially in a season where, like you said, you know, just bad ball bounces, you kind of get in the quicksand where you just can't get out of it. What have they been able to do to kind of keep y'all's spirits up and keep fighting the way that y'all have every game?
Yeah, you know, like T-Palm said, he's preached every week, every day, really stay together, keep fighting. Like, we know we're a really good team. You know, it's our record may not show it the best way, but, I mean, yeah, every game's been all of our losses have just been by one score, field goal, you know, something. So, as a team, we know we're a really good football team. It's just, you know, like I said, the ball hasn't bounced our way. So, I mean, all we can do is just go out there and fight each drive, each play, and do what we can to get a win, you know. So, I mean, it's just been tough.
A video that we saw over the weekend after the game was Noah kind of leading a defensive kind of huddle there right before overtime. You know, just talk about, you know, what he's kind of meant for this defense and what he was kind of telling y'all and the inspiration he gives y'all as a leader.
Yeah, Noah, he's a huge piece of our defense. He's really stepped up these last couple weeks and taken on that leadership role in the defensive room. He's rallied the defense together when sometimes we feel like we're kind of out of it, you know, not in sync. He's pulled us back together. So seeing Noah grow over this year and really the past couple of years, I've known Noah a long time and we're real close friends. But seeing how he's stepped up this year and been the leader of our defense is, I mean, it's something we've really needed on defense, and you can tell it's shown with how we played this year.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank y'all.